meeting. So, welcome to Black Wall Street, Texas weekly meeting. Super excited to be here once again, where great mind, like mind, come together. Okay, and we come together
Amen.
based upon Black Wall Street principle. We'll start off by welcoming each and every one of you to the call. For those who are watching the replay of this particular call, please join us this time next week. Same place, same link to Black Wall Street, Texas. We're going to go ahead and start with an opening prayer. Does anyone want to lead in the opening prayer? If not, I will lead in prayer this morning. Oh, gracious Heavenly Father, I want to stop and just to thank you for the many blessings that you have already stored upon us. I want to ask you for guidance throughout this meeting so that it is led in your movement and in alignment with the spiritual movement of Black Wall Street, USA. We want to thank you for the leadership that you've given us with the movement and bless those who are coming into this journey and into this space with us so that they come with an open heart and an open mind to lead and continue to do the work of our ancestors. These and other blessings we're asking in our son Jesus' name. Amen. Now we will go on to the seven spiritual markers in which go ahead, Sister Rahim.
Okay. Peace and blessings to you all. The seven spiritual markers, as found in the book of Isaiah, is the spirit of the Lord, the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of knowledge, the spirit of counsel, the spirit of might, or in some interpretations, the spirit of power, and the fear of the Lord. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing the seven spiritual markers. And these markers can be found on blackwallstreet.org /our movement. Now we will go into why we are here with Black Wall Street and to have a really brief understanding of what the movement is today. It is centered around the Black Wall Street Tulsa movement of 1921. But with this movement today, what it looks like Black business owners coming together to advance, enhance, and elevate to strengthen our communities and support. Um, so, with that, we're going to move on and showcase some of the businesses that are currently advancing, enhancing, and elevating by sharing a 1 minute pitch so that you can get to know who these business owners are and what their products and services are. And I'll start off with the one that I would like to feature while we're in this space today. Let's see, we'll talk about the Graduates Gift LLC. What it is a real estate management company that provides support services to graduates and entrepreneurs who are experiencing difficulties with finance due to graduation or unexpected um, business activities. What we do is provide them access to resources that generate income. We provide access to financial literacy of trading, AI technology, and digital marketing. We are the Graduate Gift LLC. Next, unmute yourself and do your 1 minute pitch.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Karen. The business that I'm highlighting today is Can We Talk Sports? Can We Talk Sports is a sports mom talk show. And what we do, we are helping moms who are having challenges with their kids' sports journey. And we do that in a form of bringing entertainment with the show, as well as conferences where we're bringing in different speakers who can come and educate the parents in the things that they're maneuvering through. We're writing a book, and so the Sports Mom show is due, season 4 is launching on July the 29th, but we're having our first show on tomorrow, which is July the 20th, because we're celebrating different sports moms. So tomorrow is the official day that we're launching as the National Swim Sports Mom Day. And so if you're not doing anything tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on our live on YouTube or Facebook, come and join us to celebrate these moms that are rocking with our kids. We have to take on different roles with our kids, and so we just wanted to start celebrating every space that we're in, and that is by celebrating the sports mom on tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And now, what time is that?
It's going to be 8 o'clock Central Time on
PM?
PM. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Next.
This is LT, and the business that I'm going to pitch today is called Marvon Creations. It is a custom jewelry business. I make custom jewelry. I use authentic African beads. I make some of my beads are handmade by me, and I specialize with crystals and gemstones. So, and you want to feel good about yourself, call me. And it's customized based on the colors you like and the styles you like. And a lot of my jewelry becomes limited edition, and they are definitely one of a kind. And
Thank
that's
you.
Marvon Creations. Boom.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Next.
Peace and blessings. This is Sister Rahima Rahim, Director of Black Wall Street USA in Oklahoma. The business that I will be pushing today is the Black Wall Street Foundation, whose concentration is on advancing, enhancing, and elevating knowledge, information, and implementation of the original most known Black Wall Street, which was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Our first project will be the Trail of Tears in 2026. We will be advancing from Florida, where it started, to Oklahoma, where it ended, and you can get more information on that tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. The link is on the Black Wall Street USA. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. Is there anyone else on that would like to share? If not, we're going to go into our next activity is where we discuss our business engagement activity for the past week. For the business that we just pitched, we're going to be discussing the who, what, when, where, and why we did those business activity. Okay, and I'll go first. The business that activity that I did with the graduates gift last week was I focused on a proposal, a financial literacy proposal, and I focused on that because it was originally posted and due on the 16th, but after it was time to submit the proposal, there was a cancellation of the RFP. So the activity, I did get everything completed, ready to submit, but they canceled the RFP, but I am going to keep that packet ready so when they reopen for resubmitting, I have everything already ready to go. Also, with the graduates gift, I focused on introducing myself to individuals who are connected with the community college. I did that to strategize for identifying collaboration that I can do with Houston Community College, identifying students for the Graduates Gift Program, Stage 1 program, and just building entrepreneurship through the Black Wall Street Network. So I've strategized with that particular entity for collaboration. And that concludes the activity that I've done this past week with the Graduates Gift. Anyone else want to share?
Oklahoma. Okay. This is Director Rahim in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My my week was very eventful. I had plans to go back to Baltimore to straighten out the business that I have, which when I went to get it, I hadn't put in the yearly or the annual or semi-annual report for the business, so I went back to the office in Baltimore to get it straight, and they couldn't find the mentoring clinic. She couldn't find the mentoring clinic. We don't have that name. I was like, oh no, I couldn't even remember what my brother had originally named it. He'd had this business since 1988. And so I had to call his daughter, and then she told me it was Burrell's Spiritual Psychology Ministry. And so I gave her that name because I was supposed to have changed it over to the mentoring clinic. And I had just hadn't done it in the last 3 months. Well, 6 months now. I hadn't done it. So she gave me the papers. She said, you just fill out these papers because a Burrell Spiritual Psychology Ministry was a nonprofit LLC. So all I had to do was fill out the paperwork, which I haven't done yet. Plan to do it today, and send it back to them. So that was the biggest. Yeah, I'm just starting all over, almost like from scratch. And then I realized after looking at that I really have an EIN number for Black Wall Street Foundation, and under that I can put the mentoring clinic, which is the name of the business that I wanted to put under, a DBA as the mentoring clinic under under black under Black Wall Street Foundation. So that was the biggest thing. And then I came back to Tulsa, and I've been went to a grant writing. Actually, they have a women's business center down on Greenwood that we will
Mm-hmm.
that I'm going to really connect with Billy Parker. It suggested that I go because picked me up she picked me up from my home. I got another ride from the airport, so she picked me up so I could get my car from her place, and we went to the Business Women's Center, and they were talking about grant writing, and this woman, oh my goodness, oh, I know her name so well. But anyway, she was with the Urban League, when I first came at 25 years ago, and then something happened and they lost the building. But anyway, they now have a business center right down in the 100 block of Greenwood. So that will definitely, be a place that we will be visiting when everyone comes. And she just knows off the top of her head which businesses have been chopped off, like Line Heat, which most of the people in Tulsa were getting assistance with their energy. That has run out of funds, so she just has all this, in the top of her head, and so the thing that she was excited about when we talked about Billy Parker's Billy Parker's, since she's not on, I'll do her little spill for her garden. She talked about she had a meeting planned for Billy Parker's gardening thing, which will be uh, on Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30. But um, she had a meeting at that time, so she said, "Okay, I'm canceling that meeting because Billy just does it. She doesn't do it virtually." And the woman was telling her, now that she's gotten older as well, she's still a lot younger than I am, but she's gotten older. So, oh no, you can do that virtually. People don't have to be at the garden to do this. So she's determined to come, God willing, on Wednesday to Billy's garden. And matter of fact, she's tightening up the name for Billy because it's a, she can put a, well, she had us to do a spiel just like you just did. She had us to do a spiel about our business. And so I was, happy to, that I had that experience because everybody was looking at me, So, but she said, "Mine, okay, you have three entities there, and this should only be. Most people are going to you're going to lose them. I forgot when she said. I think she said in 20 seconds or 30,
Mhm.
20 seconds. I think she said. So you got to make it. You got to hit it. She said you have three of them right there. So I was the most informed of the five people. I couldn't believe it, and so she told me that I needed to cut that down. So I'm really back. Having spoken with her, it kind of energized me because I know she's, I've been leery about these people, but I know she's a very sincere person, and so it just made me feel a lot more comfortable. Billy was just excited and she told Billy, "Okay, I'm going to see that you put your gardening virtually," and like blew Billy away, and so that is something that we can definitely utilize in Black Wall Street because everybody's going to have to learn how to grow their own garden. I mean, the time is that's just the demand, and so that's how my week went. And thanks for letting me share my business and as Billy Parker's gardening business as well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for sharing. That's very interesting. And I can't wait to see Miss Billy to get that how to grow a garden done virtually. I will definitely tap into that session when she's doing it. Next,
Thank you.
next person, come on and share your business activity, what you did, when, how, where, who you did it with. Unmute and share business activity.
This is LT. My business activity was revising my strategy. So part of revising the strategy was it, first of all, change your mindset. Had to change my mindset. So now I have eliminated some of these little piddly jobs that I was working so I can focus more on my business because putting time into somebody else's business is taking time away from your business. So I'm putting that time back into my business. And that's it in a nutshell. Revise my strategy and I'm on my way. Okay.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Mindset
Great.
is truly something that needs to be focused on and clear when you're doing and staying positive as well so that you can focus on what's important to you. Next.
Um, this Karen, my business activity this week was we had another session of our business therapy session with master marketer Crystal Hale. She from starting out in my office, she went and got her own office space. So we were able to go to her office space and see the faith walk. It was, she talked about just getting an office space, being in her house for 10 years, and she stepped out on faith and she has an office now. So that's where the business session took place on Tuesday. She actually does have a couch in her office, and I took pictures laying on the couch. Because I'm like, as business owners, we deal with so much stuff, and sometimes we just need a place to go and to release or share it with other people And so that's what this class does. We're like-minded business people, and it's turning out some of the things that we're dealing with is common with all of us. And so we're able to just go and not be judged and share the things that we're struggling with and get some teaching, some mentorship, get some energy, get some mojo just from hearing from other people and other people saying what they do works, what they're doing is working, or just identifying that in this space of being an entrepreneur, we kind of deal with the same thing. And most of it is dealing with how to price our services and being confident in charging people. And so we I don't know where that comes from, but we are constantly uh, taking down our prices and struggling with our worth of our services. And so this is some of the things that we discussed at the therapy session, and it was wonderful. Um, and so I just want to continue to tell you guys about that. And then me this week, just kind of taking a deep breath, working on uh, automations in some of my businesses, getting the things set up, automations, and just trying to figure out how to create some flows that automatically happen that will alleviate, that will release some time that I'm doing something else. And so just really trying to stay due diligent and focus on getting these different businesses set up during this downtime of the summer with me not having to do as many taxes. So um yeah, that's what I kind of was working on this week.
All
Um,
right.
can I share a little nugget that I picked up a few years back? I went to a workshop, and it was a business workshop, and the gentleman who was presenting, he said that one thing about us is we give too much away. That's number one. Number two, your prices tell your clients what you think about your product. And I
Oh,
was like, okay, that actually makes sense,
That's
because
good.
having several businesses and then having one that's a product business, I looked at some of the competitors, uh, like the colonizers. They offer samples, but they don't give them away. They sell the samples. You want a sample of my product? Okay, you have to buy it. And I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right. Where we want to give the sample away, we aren't making any money. We're giving our product away, and we don't get a customer, but they got our product. I say, yeah, okay. So your price tells your customer what you think about yourself and about your product. So remember that, instead of trying to undercut, yeah, because everybody is not your ideal customer. Everybody is not your customer. And that's all I want to share.
That's a great point. And and that's one of the things that we have to look at, that every customer is not my customer. So just because they didn't buy don't reflect me. That just not my avatar. And that's why we need to know, and that's what the lesson was about, is knowing your avatar. So if you know that your avatar is someone that makes $100,000, that don't think twice about investing in yourself, in themselves, and you have someone that is somebody living paycheck to paycheck and you're trying to convince them to buy your thing, that's not your avatar. So you can't take offense when they don't buy it or try to reduce it down, because that is not your. And so that was the lesson for this week, was really figuring out who our avatars are.
which is good. That was a very good, insightful lesson. And one thing, when I went through the process, I discovered that, even though I serve the graduate, my customer is the parents. They are the ones who can afford to pay. So I was like, okay, I had to shift how I was targeting servicing the student. And instead of just focusing on them, focus on the parents. So that was really a very insightful session. I love Crystal's couch sessions. And I would encourage anyone listening to this to go and support Crystal in her journey into providing us with this resource. And Miss Karen, share how they can get access to where Miss Crystal is.
Uh,
Like,
they just have to reach out to one of us, and when we if they
get
follow us
that,
on social media, they'll be able to see when we're
we can
doing
post
it.
it.
Yeah, because I don't have any direct links right now.
Okay, well, thank you, thank you. We would definitely update our status and share when it's time to go into the business therapy session. Okay, anyone else want to share? If not, we're going to transition into business dialogue. And this is when we're reflecting on the Black Wall Street call for the past week. Anyone want to share their insight from Monday's call? Well, I'll jump in and share what I took away from Nathan Daly's call. He focused on the colors and the different teams when you're submitting grant proposal. And what I've been struggling with is being a part of all the different colors. And from the session, he talked and provide clarity on how to organize when getting ready to submit proposal and creating a system for it. He used Adobe with his filing system for the proposals. And so from that, my takeaway, I use Google Docs more so than Adobe. And so I start organizing my proposal and putting them into the Google Docs so that it can be ready to go, even though I wasn't able to submit the one that I worked on this week. Was able to take what he was sharing and put it into my Google Docs so that it's ready to go. And that was my takeaway this week. He focused on the groups, the colors, and really identifying the teams, who's going to be on your team and what capacity that they could serve, and using their strengths. If you know someone is not good with writing the proposal, don't put them on the team that does the writing. Put them where they could actually fit with their strengths. And that was my take this week on the Black Wall Street call.
Um, this is Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was for some reason I was not able to get on the call. I couldn't get on a call at all this week. But I'd like to mention this is like by word. Well, I was able to get on. No, I wasn't able to get on any calls, but I did. Even your call when I tried to get the replay. Well, somebody's been putting it on YouTube, and I got somebody would pray through the whole thing. I don't know what I saw. I saw Black Wall Street, Texas, but then somebody got on praying, so I don't know what that was about. But anyway, I stayed on there the whole time. But when I did the replay for uh, Florida, because I want to get on everybody at least one call every day. So when I got the replay for Florida, when they did the takeaway from the Monday call, they were kind of they said they were kind of interested in what Mr. Daly said about being uh, uh, proactive instead of reactive, and they were talking about how they had taken that very seriously, and because where they are in Florida, they've had a serious flooding problem. They were they were trying to share how they were trying to be uh, uh, not being emotional, but being able to focus and concentrate on what they needed to do from this point. So I was really impressed at how they were struggling with the trouble that they were having, but at the same time trying to be productive about it, moving forward in spite of a lot of politics that was going on uh, that was not in their favor. I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. And it's great that we have this resource that if you missed the call, you can go back and listen to the replays and still be able to implement or share some of the strategies that's been taught within this platform. Anyone else want to share? Okay, then we'll talk about opportunities awareness. I will share there's a free workshop here in Houston at Houston Community College on Monday at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And it's an AI, how to integrate AI into your business. And it's a free workshop. So share that as an opportunity to grow. We know AI is not going anywhere and it is growing so fast. In order to be ahead of the curve, you have to get into spaces where they're educating you about the technology. So I encourage you, if you're in the Houston area, that's an opportunity that's available. Anyone else aware of any opportunities in your area?
Okay, this is Tulsa, Oklahoma again. Um, Unfortunately, I was scheduled to go to a genealogy workshop in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but I wasn't able. I left town before the date came, June the 20th. I was 21st. I was supposed to have been there, and but they have this workshop continuously. This was the last of this bunch, but I know they're going to do it again. And then I was told by somebody what they're really interested in is finding people who may have had uh, roots, indigenous roots, um, as it pertains to Oklahoma, and um, and so since a lot of people moved here from other states, it would be great to really question that. The phone number for that, if you have any questions, is 918-596-7268. However, I'm thinking at least for 26, it may be great to have that workshop also planned for the last month in May of 2026 at the end of the Trail of Tears, when the Trail of Tears hits in the last week in May of 2026. So so that means anybody in the country who will be here, we could set this up so that you can go through the workshop and find out if you have, because our blood is all over the place, so you'll be able to find out if you have uh, uh, a family or ties with anybody involved with the Trail of Tears. So thanks for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. Anyone else have any opportunities that you are aware of? Okay, then we're going to move into the announcements. One is we definitely want to announce the Trail of Tears tour. If you are listening to this on replay, definitely reach out to myself, Sister Rahima Rahim, or Miss Karen Reese. Who else is working with the Trail of Tears tour?
C.C.
Um,
Moreland,
CC Moreland, and I forgot the
Dr. Gu-
guy's name in
Dr.
Augusta,
Guyton. Oh,
Dr. Guyton, and the guy in Georgia. I forgot his name. Oh my
Free,
gosh.
Freeman,
Yes, yes. And with Mr. Freeman in Augusta, Georgia. Thank you all for stepping up first, volunteering to help out with the tour. We're so really proud of you for, and we appreciate you for
yes,
stepping up to help with this tour and
yes,
looking forward to it. And we definitely would do something different here in Texas because we're going to make a big bang as we get on the tour. How we do it in Texas, we do it big.
yes, you do.
And so we would definitely provide the support that we can to make sure that this is a successful event tour, not just from start, but throughout the whole process. You have our support in this quest. Also, I want to share that we're going to be hosting an ambassador showcase on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Here, we're going to be showcasing young entrepreneurs who we're assisting with building their dreams and their businesses and providing support to them as they get ready to journey into the spotlight on stage one in action. So we're going to be providing that support on Monday. And also today at 10 o'clock, we're going to be hosting an event, Mr. Peterson with Global Touch Enterprise. It's a free event where individuals can come and learn more about web development, design, SEO, all that, and then some. So that's today at 10 here in Houston. Any other announcements?
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Again, I just want to put another plug in for Trail of Tears. We will be discussing it in more detail tomorrow night at 8:30. A Central Standard Time. We picked that time because we figure everybody will have finished running around and getting ready to go to bed, if not in bed, uh, and they'll have time to jump in. Uh, we will. So far, I think what we're going to do is, and instead of having committees, we were asking people to join committees. I think we're going to do it by the directors of each state. There are 9 states that were involved in the travel, so we have four. We already have four leaders that have committed, 4 directors that have already committed. So we just need to connect with the other 5 states, which include Illinois, Kentucky, and a couple of us, I think Ohio and Missouri, I think. And so the plan right now, what has happened, I'm just very excited that I think we're going to have a big kickoff because Mr. Freeman, I wanted to call him Morgan Freeman, but I think his name is Lauren Freeman, um, is going to have the kickoff in Atlanta. So the people in in uh, in uh, Florida who are struggling with trying to get settled and all of that, God willing, their first stop will be in Atlanta. That was the first stop. And so Mr. Freeman, Director Freeman, is going to have and he's somebody who he's an event planner and all of that. So he already has a whole bunch of connections. He doesn't even have to struggle with it from what I was hearing. So the kickoff is going to be in Atlanta,
Is
and
it
that's
Atlanta or Augusta?
I thought they said Augusta. I thought
Yeah,
they said
because that's
Atlanta.
where he's from, Augusta.
Okay, but he may be having it in Atlanta.
Okay, okay.
I think well, anyway, we'll know for sure by tomorrow. By tomorrow, 'cause, I'm sure. I think they'll be on. So tomorrow you'll get more details about it. And Cece Moreland was supposed to be getting with you to share some of the plans that we have, and so she'll probably have the right name for it, but as town for it. But at any rate, he's got it all planned, almost already planned. He's excited about it, and I was concerned about the road. How are we going to get down this road? Because when people die, you got to have a police escort. But I understand. Well, there are some bikers involved with Black Wall Street, and they've already committed to doing it how they do it, which is a piece of cake. They just contact the state, the town that they're moving through, and the police jump right on it. So so that could have been a very expensive part of it, but I'm glad we have that connection. So I just wanted to share that and understand that this is we're going to set it up like Tulsa. We're going to make North Tulsa like our university. We'll come up with it so people will understand that they came to learn, but there will also be activities in the evening where they can relax. So, but the main thing is to get a knowledge, advance it to wherever you advance here to get knowledge and elevate wherever you're going back to. Thanks for letting me share.
Okay. Any other announcements? If not, I want to thank you all for taking the time to show up for your business and for continuing to support the Black Wall Street USA mission. And I
Thank
will see you all on the call tomorrow.
you. Only 8:30.
8:30. Okay, I
Mm.
will send out an email reminder as well. Wait,
Thank you so much.
wait a minute. Let me let him in the room.
Who's that?
Sister Raima, I
Somebody
may
was.
be a
Yes,
little
ma'am.
late
Karen.
because I have a meeting at 8. So
You say what?
Tomorrow night.
yeah, I was telling her I was gonna probably be a little late.
Okay,
So
that'll
that,
Okay.
that'll be fine.
be like, where's Karen?
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Reeds.
Yes. Well, anywho, well, thank you all for showing up. Okay.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye. Peace out.